Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. Myself, Assistant Professor Kashish Hodchandani, welcomes you all in our SST Edupedia. Today, we are going to discuss the topic effective listening and the obstacles to listening from the subject business communication, and it is taken from Unit 2 and it is for class FY BCom, FY BMS, DCBI and FY BAF. So let's begin. Effective listening and barriers to listening. What are the characteristics of listening? The full form says that it looks interested, involve yourself by responding, stay on target, test your understanding, evaluate the message and neutralize your feelings. So the full form of listen is given in a very creative way. So listening is very important because if we will listen, then only we will respond and we will stay on our target. It is just another way of testing our understanding and evaluating the message. Now, here are the 10 steps to effective listening. First step, face the speaker and maintain eye contact. We should always face the speaker, the one who is giving us the message, the one who is speaking. We should always maintain eye contact with the speaker. We have to be attentive but relaxed. The second step says that we should be very attentive when we are listening anything. But we have to be relaxed. We don't have to get panicked. We don't have to be in tensed mode. We don't have to hyper ourselves. We have to be relaxed and we have to be very attentive. Our mind should be very sharp when we are listening. Keep an open mind. As I told you, the mind should be open. So listening, eye contact and mind, these three are connected for effective listening. Listen to the words and try to picture what the speaker is saying. We have to listen to the words effectively and we have to try to capture what exactly the speaker wants to speak about, what exactly speaker wants to tell us or give information about. Don't interrupt and don't impose your solutions. We don't have to interrupt. A very important thing, my dear students, when we are listening, we don't have to speak in middle. आपको कुछ सजेशन देना है, आपको कुछ बताना है. Have patience. Patience is the key to effective listening. So we have to be very patient. We don't have to lose our temper and we don't have to be very excited. मुझे पता है, I will answer. No, relax and then later on when speaker stops, you can give your solutions, you can give your suggestions. The next step is wait for the speaker to pause to ask clarifying questions. बीच में नहीं बोलना है, मुझे डाउट है, मुझे क्वेश्चन है. No, you have to wait. The speaker will tell you if anyone has query or if anyone wants to clarify anything, they can do so. We have to wait for that. Ask questions only to ensure understanding. If you didn't understand any point, so then only you have to ask questions. We don't have to unnecessarily speak anything. So this is very important that if we are not understanding anything what the speaker said, so then only we have to ask questions or we have to clarify our doubts. Try to feel what the speaker is feeling. We have to feel what he is feeling. If he is feeling very angry, then we have to feel that he is angry. We have to be in discipline. If we are feeling that the speaker is very silent, the speaker is in good mood, he is not angry, he is in very happy mood. So accordingly that feelings we should understand of the speaker. Give the speaker regular feedback. How can we give this speaker feedback? By nodding our head, by showing thumbs up, by maintaining eye contact. This all gives confidence to the speaker to give the lecture more efficiently, and also it gives an understanding to the speaker that the audience, the one who is listening, they are understanding very well. Pay attention to what isn't said to non-verbal cues. Now, the process of listening can be categorized into 4 main areas. First, hear. The first step is we have to hear. Second is, if we have any queries, we can clarify. And next is interrupt, and then last point is respond. First you have to hear, you have to clarify it, interrupt and respond. We have to be a whole body listener. Our ears are hearing, our eyes are looking, our mouth should be quiet. We don't have to speak in middle, and we have to sit properly. We cannot sit anyway when we are listening. So we have to be a whole body listener. Our eye should be directly to the speaker. We don't have to sit this way. We have to keep our posture good. Our mouth should be closed. Our eyes should be open. And also we have to sit in such a way that it gives confidence to the speaker that we are listening and understanding. Now, what are the benefits of effective listening? It enhances productivity. अगर हम इंस्ट्रक्शन सुनेंगे, अगर हमें पता रहेगा क्या करना है, automatically in the organization the productivity will increase. Improve relations. It improves the relations between the employer and employee. If employee is listening all the rules and regulations of the employer, he or she will maintain a good relation with not only employer but with the entire organization. Avoids conflict. Conflict means jagda. If we are listening properly, there are no conflicts between each and everyone. Improves understanding. If we will listen, then only we will understand what needs to be done. So listening plays a very important role in understanding. Improves negotiation skills. Helps you stand out and people will appreciate it. People will definitely appreciate it if you are doing the task after listening it carefully, and helps to stand out. You can stand out very effectively. आपको पता है कि आपने अच्छे से सुना है और आपने accordingly काम किया है, तो you can be very a confident person. And negotiation skills. So it improves negotiation skills. What does it mean? It means that if we have to negotiate, if we have to discuss on an important matter, discuss on the price. So that way also if we listen, then only we can react. So here also listening skills play a very important role. Effective listeners, the real deal. Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. First you receive and then interpret the message. मैसेज को पहले सुनना है, समझना है, फिर ही उसको आगे सेम वे में करना है. Listening is key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. Communication breaks down and the sender of the message can easily become frustrated or irritated. So listening is the key of effective communication. अगर listening, अगर communication हम कर रहे हैं, if I am talking in the lecture, now also I am doing communication with you. If you will listen this carefully, you will definitely understand what I am speaking. If you are not listening it, if distractions are there, if the listeners are distracting, creating chaos, what will happen? The speaker will get frustrated, the speaker will get irritated, and the speaker will stop communicating. If there is one communication skill you should aim to master, then it is listening. This is a very important skill, my dear students. पहले सुनना है. Always remember that communication begins from listening. The process of communication, the first step is the sender. The sender will send a message. We have to, if it is a verbal communication, in the oral form, we have to listen first. Listening is very, very important at each and every place. Now we are going to see what are the barriers to listening. What is the meaning of barriers? Barriers means obstacles, rukawate. What barriers exactly come when we are listening to someone? So we'll start. Barriers to listening take many forms. It is inevitable that barriers will exist in any interaction. But anything which stops concentration, allowing the mind to wander to the topic, must be recognized and overcome if fully successful communication to take place. When we are listening, it happens sometimes a noise from the outside. Outside if we are taking the lecture in the college and the houses besides our college, very loud noise, they are playing the music, the rallies are going on, if the horns are there of the traffic, so many reasons can be there which will affect our listening, which may create obstacles to the listening. So let us see one by one. The first one is environmental barriers. So the following, if encountered, can make a switch from what is being said to allow our minds to temporarily concentrate on our surroundings. Environmental means surrounding. The room too hot or too cold. The room in which you are sitting and listening may be too hot or may be very cold. The chair in which you are sitting is not comfortable. You are not comfortable only. If you are not comfortable, then how you will listen it? The lighting too bright or too dim. If too much lighting is there, it affects our eyes. And again, if the lighting is very dim, again we are not in a position to concentrate because there may be darkness in the room, and darkness gives us a drowsiness. As I told you, noise. Too much of traffic noise, too much rallies are going, too much high volume sounds are being played. So these all things distract us. These all things are obstacles to listening. Bad ventilation, stuffy, smoky atmosphere. The ventilation is not good. The room is totally bad. There is no air coming from outside. So in that case, we will not be in a position to listen effectively. If there is a bad smell, then also the listening will not be possible. If in the environment bad smell is there, or it may happen that due to the room which is very close, there is suffocation and that smell is coming, then also will not be able to listen properly. The next barrier is linguistic barrier. Linguistic barrier derives from the speaker and make it difficult for them to listen to. They can be summarized as follows. Jargon. Use of jargon or any special language. If the speaker is speaking any different language or using hard words, then it is not possible for us to listen because we don't understand only. If we don't understand, automatically our interest goes away and we are not listening to that. Monotonous voice, inappropriate tone. The voice is not clear. The tone is not proper. Tone should be very proper, and tone plays a very important role to listening. There should be voice modulation, and it all depends on the speaker. Badly organized material. The material which is there, it is not organized in a proper way or in the proper sequence, then it creates barriers to listening. Delivery too fast or too slow and ponderous, too loud or too quiet. If the speaker is very loud, speaker बहुत जोर जोर से बात कर रहे हैं, our ears start paining, and what will we do? We will not focus on what he is saying. Or if the voice is very slow, again we feel very sleepy and we are not in a position to listen what he is saying. And if he is speaking very slow, then also again, or he is speaking very fast, the listening will not be effective, because if the communication is done very slow, the audience starts feeling sleepy, and if it is done very fast, the audience will not be in a position to understand it. The next is psychological barriers. Psychological barrier states are brought to the communication, or result from it can come what is being said and effective listening and understanding. Anger. If we are very angry, already we are very angry and we are listening to someone, then we will not be in a position to understand, because our mind is constantly very angry. Because of some reason today we got angry, so we will not understand what the speaker is saying. Our own anxiety. We are very anxious about a particular thing, then also we will not be able to concentrate. Status different. Frustration, inability to put across ideas, and prejudice. Frustration is there. We are irritated. Already we are tired so much, and again we have to listen someone very important. So because of that frustration, because of that tiredness, we will not be able to understand what the speaker is saying. Psychological barriers. The physical condition of the listener can affect concentration and restrict the amount of information taken in. Headache. If we have headache, then we are not in a position to understand anything. The great example is if we are having headache, बहुत सर दुख रहा है, तो we will not focus on any single work. Let it be studying, let it be going anywhere. We just feel like to relax for some time and go to sleep. Hearing impairment. If we are not able to hear only properly, we are having some hearing impairment, then how will we be able to listen to the speaker efficiently? Tiredness. If we are very tired, feeling very fatigued, feeling very low, then again we will not be able to concentrate on what the speaker is saying. Discomfort, pain and illness. If we are ill, if we are sick, if we are not comfortable only, if we are having pain anywhere, again that pain will not allow us to listen to the speaker efficiently. And last, poor eyesight. Eyesight means vision. If we don't have good vision, if we cannot see anything, and if the speaker is explaining us with the help of the PowerPoint presentation, we are not able to see only what is written. Again, that is a great obstacle to listening. So how can we improve our listening skills? We should practice concentrating. We should daily practice 10 minutes news broadcast. We should hear it, we should listen it, and how much we are remembering, that we have to check it out. We should use spare thinking time more effectively, and we should think about what the speaker is saying and what the non-verbal signals are telling us. We have to think effectively. What speaker said, after you listen to one specific information, you have to sit and recall. You have to sit and recall the non-verbal communications of the speaker also. We must practice mentally summarizing what the speaker is saying. Mental summarizing. आपको सोचना है दिमाग से कि क्या क्या बोला स्पीकर ने. We must listen analytically. अच्छे से systematically सुनना है. And I will give you one very good idea. When any speaker is speaking, always carry a small diary with you. A small pocket diary is the effective key to listening. Have a habit of noting down the important points, then you need not worry about recalling, remembering what speaker said exactly. So I always use this technique since many years. Always keep a pocket diary, note down the important points, and then you can refer to it. We should make encouraging noises to let the speaker know that you are still interested. So we have to make encouraging noises. You have to respond to the speaker. You have to give feedback to the speaker to make him encourage that we are understanding. You can do it by clapping. Noises means, encouraging noise means you can clap. You can encourage the speaker by showing thumbs up. Without interrupting, we should join in the conversation by asking for clarification. And we must maintain good eye contact. We must show in your poster that we are interested in what is being said. Good eye contact should be maintained, and we should have a very good posture. You should sit by keeping your hands in your lap and very attentively listen to what speaker is telling us. I hope what is effective listening, what are the advantages of effective listening, and what are the obstacles to listening is clear to everyone. Thank you.